Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 63 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Anunwa again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Anunwa. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Mike, go. Check.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. This is Howard on 2nd down. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. We'll call that a 47-yard punt. Turn of just 3. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Darnold now to throw. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Darnold from the red zone now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now look at Quincy Enunwa and the rest of the offense heading back out, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, with the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield. and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
15 yards on the play, first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You ain't got nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know second half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go, baby.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
So I'm waltzing down. Down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
Let's go, baby.
New York set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Anunwa, the intended target. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts Pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a pass swung out. handoff to his running back. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
Played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Pushing his way through. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coach.
It's caught at the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. This is Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on.
What?
Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an... ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
Too.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd. Second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare. Afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Crowder. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the 3rd quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because
this is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
You. Young lady, sponge. No.
They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let him know. Lady, showing it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball, at least.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold letting one, and this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, 48 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Catanzaro now for the extra. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra